Hey everybody, so I am doing my 29-30 week update. Yay! I can't believe it. I made it to 30 weeks. That is such a huge milestone. Um, it's crazy. I am, I can't believe 30 weeks. That's like the countdown is on. Just a little over 2 months. So, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Um, but So, let's see. I should be at the point in my pregnancy where I go to the doctor every 2 weeks, but due to the fact that this upcoming week is like Christmas week, and pretty much all the doctors are on leave, and then the next week is like the um, what New Year's Eve week, and pretty much everybody is packed that week. So I actually don't go back to the doctor till January 7th. So I will be like 32, 33 weeks next time I go. So that's kind of crazy that there was basically almost a month in between seeing my doctor, and I didn't see my doctor last time. I saw the nurse practitioner. So my doctor's probably going to see a huge change in me. So that's interesting. But anyway, I went to the doctor. I might have said this in my 28 week, but I don't think so. I got my Rogaine shot, and at that appointment, all they did was give me the shot, weigh me. I peed. They did my fundal height, which I am measuring about a week ahead. Um, and what else did they do? Listen to the heartbeat, and that was it. It was like in and out, 20 minutes. It was nothing. Um, so not too much with that. I'm trying to remember when you get like your last ultrasound, because I know that there should be one more toward the end of the pregnancy. Um, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see the baby now, since I haven't seen the ultrasound since like 20 weeks, I think it was, or 16 weeks, whenever it was that I found out the gender. And I've been really tempted to go and pay, close the door, babies might hear me. I've been really tempted to pay to get a 3D ultrasound. Um, the cheapest package I could find was $85, but it's only like a 10-minute, two picture, black and white. Any of the really good packages are closer to 150 to 200, and I can't rationalize doing that, but I just really want to do it. But I don't know. I financially I can't afford it, but I would love to get one done. I didn't have it done with Cherish. It just didn't really seem like a big deal to me, but for some reason I really want to do it with him, because I'm so curious to see what he looks like. Like, is he going to look like Cherish? Is he going to look more like me? Because I think Cherish looks more like her dad. Or just a completely different combination of me and baby's daddy. So I'm so excited. But I mean, ultimately, you don't really know until you see your baby in your arms. So I realistically and responsibly, I should wait, because I don't have the money for it. But I'm just so dying to do it. Um, Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Um, it's been okay. I went and saw my grandparents and my uncle on my dad's side, and I know my grandma knew I was pregnant because my dad told her, but when I showed up, she like was like, oh, you've gained weight. I was like, you know I'm pregnant. She was like, no, I didn't. I said, yeah, my dad told you. And then she was like, laughed it off. And I was like, that's so stupid. My family's so weird. And so then she was trying to prod about like my relationship with the baby dad, because he was like, so, she was like, so are you planning on getting married? I was like, no. She was like, oh. And then she was like, was he happy that you were pregnant? And I was like, yeah, he was. And she's like, does he come over very often? She was just like trying to figure out my relationship with my baby's dad, and I don't think me and her have a close enough relationship for me to discuss it. And second of all, there is no relationship between us. I mean, as far as romantically. So it's been kind of strange because I know people are very curious, but there's nothing to tell. Like, I don't want to be with that man. And yeah, I'm having this baby, and it's not an ideal situation, but it is what it is. Hold on, let me go check on my daughter. She's having a fit. So Cherish is like super overstimulated, and her schedule's all out of whack because of all of the holiday stuff going on, and she's been around so many different people. And today at my grandparents' house, she fucking flipped out, and she's had tantrums before, but this was like a bad tantrum. I almost kind of panicked. Like, you're not supposed to like show panic as a parent, but it was almost like, oh my god, this is my kid. She is flipping the fuck out, and I can't get control of the situation. And then, you know, your pride, and you get embarrassed because, you know, my grandparents are old school, and you know, I start thinking like, oh my god, they probably think I'm a horrible parent, like I can't control her and all this stuff. And I mean, the grand scheme of things, it was probably like 5 minutes of pure hell and it was over. And then, you know, she was eating and it was fine and everything turned out good. But it was just one of those moments that I kind of been dreading, because I knew like, oh, her terrible twos are supposed to be coming and it's going to be, but until it really happens, I try not to care, because it happens to every parent at least once, and it's just tough, you know. And I know this weekend has been just really different for her, and then it seems like every week that I get closer to having the baby, and the bigger that I get, the more clingy she's become. It's almost like she can sense like she's not going to be the baby anymore. And so she's like hanging on me and just like constantly like, mommy, 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 mommy. And then I noticed myself being more short with her, like, what do you want? And like, she'll just, when I give her my attention, then she just like won't have anything to say. And I'm just like, ugh, you know. And it's just an adjustment, and I feel bad, you know, because this is going to be a huge change for her. And I just hope that I handle it well. And even though I do not want to be with my father, I don't want to be with my father. I don't want to be with my children's father. This is one of those situations where being a single parent is really tough, because I feel like will be so spread thin between the two of them, and at least with like someone else in the home, you can kind of take turns on giving one-on-one time. And so I am a little bit nervous about that. being able to give Cherish all the attention that she's used to having. It's, I don't know, it's kind of stressing me out a little bit. It'll be okay. So anyway, symptoms and what's going on with me. Pregnancy dreams are fucking crazy. Like, sick, crazy, bizarre, Twilight Zone, Pulp Fiction, weird. I mean, you name it, every night it is something. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, what just happened? I can't, sometimes I'm like, I can't believe my brain thinks like that. Like, I mean, I would share some of my dreams, but I think I'd like scare half my viewers. And so it's just like, hold on. Okay, yeah, so crazy dreams. Not so, like, my arms are constantly going to sleep while I'm sleeping. When I wake up, they're like numb, and my hands, because I don't know, and that sucks. If I sit down, my legs are always going to sleep, my feet are always going to sleep. I'm definitely having tons more round ligament pain. Like, it hurts. Like, when I cough, it hurts. If I laugh too hard, it hurts. If I move from different positions, it hurts. So that part kind of sucks. But every time I start complaining about it too much, I start trying to remind myself that this is such a miracle, magical thing, and that it's totally worth it. Continuing to have a lot of movement. My movements never are painful for me. I think a lot of it is just because I am overweight, and so I have a lot more padding. It was the same thing with Cherish. Never got to where it was painful, or hurt. So I'm pretty sure that'll be the same with this. He does seem to be a little bit more active than Cherish was. Like, his movements are a little bit quicker and faster. She was more just kind of like gliding around in there. I think that's pretty much it. I would say I'm getting a lot more irritable. No patience for anything. And it could be also, loss of not getting enough sleep. But like I said, I catch myself being a lot more short with people and get annoyed with people more. So that part, kind of shitty. Let's see. I guess that's pretty much it. I'm not having any more Braxton Hicks. I had them for a while, but I'm not even getting them anymore. So I'm kind of disappointed about it because I want to get them more. When you have them, you feel like you're like kind of progressing. Your body's preparing. Oh, I'm gonna sign up for a breastfeeding class through my doctor's office for the beginning of February. I wasn't able to be successful with breastfeeding with Cherish, and I'd really like to at least breastfeed out of my boob, even if it's only for like 2 weeks. I was able to pump and feed Cherish, but I never fed, like, nothing ever. She never latched on right, and it just never got to actually have that experience. I was just like pumping machine, and I only did that for like a month, and I gave up. I did go to a lactation specialist. I didn't have a really good experience. I was in a, I was in a horrible relationship with her father, and then my dad came into town, and I had all this company, and I just felt so overwhelmed. I just gave up, basically. Is this still recording? Okay, so this is about to run out. So anyway, long story short, I want to try to do it again, so I'm taking a class. Anyway, so I will attach my clip of my belly shot, and from now on I'm gonna start doing weekly videos because I am now in the last home stretch, baby. So anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and I will check you guys out soon, in a week. Hey, this is me. Excuse my filthy bathroom. But this is 30 weeks. 7.5 months pregnant, the baby boy, other direction. So, anyway, there we have it.